Exactly 10 years ago, on March 21, 2015, Pope Francis visited the city of Naples in southern Italy. The journey began with a stop in Pompeii, where the Holy Father paid homage to the Virgin Mary at the local sanctuary, before moving on to Naples. Upon arriving in the city, in the neighborhood of Scampia, which faces social problems, Francisco directed firm words against corruption and crime, urging the Neapolitans not to let themselves be defeated by discouragement. Do not yield to the temptation of easy money or to dishonest gains. React strongly to organizations that exploit or corrupt the young, the poor and the weak, with the cynical drug trade and other crimes. Quote, in Plebiscito Square, the Pope celebrated Holy Mass and then had lunch with inmates from the Giuseppe Salvia Penitentiary. On the occasion, the pontiff stated, "Nothing will ever separate us from the love of God. Not even the bars of a prison. The only thing that can separate us from Him is our sin. But, if we acknowledge Him and confess Him with sincere repentance, that very sin becomes a meeting place with Him, because He is mercy." Quote, another highlight occurred at the Naples Cathedral, where Francisco venerated the relics of Saint January, patron saint of the city. The so-called street January miracle, the liquefaction of the saint's blood, took place part in front of the Pope, which was received with great enthusiasm by the faithful. The pontiff, with his usual good humor, commented, "The saint loves us by half, we have to convert more so that he loves us completely." Quote, another remarkable moment was during the meeting with the religious in the basilica, when the closing nuns, released by the archbishop for the occasion, could not resist their joy and rushed to the Pope, surprising everyone with their spontaneous enthusiasm. The pastoral trip continued with a visit to AIDS patients at the Basilica of New Jesus and culminated with a lively meeting with the young people on the bank of Cariacolo. In his words, Francisco encouraged them to choose good, to keep hope alive and not to be carried away by illusional promises and ideologies. Quote,